So in this video, I just want to talk about stress and how stress affects us. And as I like to do, I'm going to make this more relevant by talking about myself, which should give you guys a bit more of an idea on the approach I take and how I handle stress. From good, poor, we all get different types of stress. So we all deal with stress in our own way. I'm the type of person that has done in the past, I've let it all build up. So it could be different life stresses, it could be work stresses, it could be money stresses. There's so much out there at the minute in the climate we live in, the new world, that we're all going to be suffering from, got a bit of anxiety from. So what happens? We all know that feeling, we get sick, we get tight, we get anxious. This water represents, let's say, a key topic at the moment is finances for everyone here in the UK. This is my stress on finances. This container, this jar, represents me, it will represent you. So, already I've got stress in here, work-life balance, am I a good father, am I able to provide for my kids? There's work stress, everything that happens at work, everything I've got to deal with. There's stress on family, you name it, it happens to the best of us. And eventually, all those stress build up. On top of that, finance. As you can see, my stress levels again have risen to the point where it's nearly overflowing. And that, let's call it the danger zone, is where we don't want to get. So how do we release this stress? How do we release that container to help ourselves? So, first of all, I recommend talking to someone. Straight away, the first person I'm going to tell you to recommend talking to is your GP. But if you've got family, if you've got friends, someone that's close to you, someone you trust, it's the old saying, it's good to talk, it really is. And as you do that, you're going to relieve some of that stress and you're going to slowly empty out some of that stress container that we've been talking about. Already, my stress levels are dropping. So the next one is something that's very important. It's something I like to promote when I'm preaching my mental health, even if I'm preaching about the Lord and His teachings, is do something for you, find some time for you. Whether it's going to the gym, it's finding a hobby or doing a hobby you've already got. For me, it might be playing an online computer game with my friends. I'm talking, I'm distracted, I'm having fun. All at the time I'm doing that, I'm emptying out my stress container. There we go. All of a sudden, just by doing two things, I'm relieving a lot of this pressure, the stress, that tensed up feeling. And the final one that I'd like to share is my faith. I go to church sometimes once or twice on a Sunday. I might be in my car, I might be listening to UBC One radio station. It could be I'm praying, I'm having a conversation with the Lord. Again, all this helps to empty my stress container. There we go. Nearly empty. We're always going to have stress. We're never going to empty our containers. I've left more in there to represent that. There's always going to be something on your mind. There's always going to be something that's going to be causing you some issues, maybe, something you're thinking about. But by doing these three simple things, it will help you relax, help you find that positivity, and, more importantly, empty out your stress container.